to me.
Here we go.
What up, foes?
What up, homies?
How's it going? It's mature adult time, and we're here. We're here -1. Mel can't make it today because she has her daughter.
Yeah, responsibilities, dude.
Yeah,
it happens.
It happens.
It's all right. Just because there's one less of us doesn't mean you guys are getting any less show.
No, well, no. I mean, no, but we miss you, Mel.
We miss you, Mel.
Tell Mila we said what's up.
Hi, Mila.
So how's it going, folks?
Good. I just found a pretty sweet Halloween costume.
Should we introduce ourselves just in case this is some?
Oh,
so
for
this
sure.
is Mature Adult Time. I'm Sarah Fina Costanza.
And I'm Art Hernandez.
Here, Cass.
And,
what up?
Yeah.
We're Mature Adult Time.
Mature Adult Time.
Thanks for listening. Everyone that's tuned in and that you're new here, you know. We are missing one if you're new, but that's okay. You'll love it when it's back into place.
Yeah, you'll see her.
So I got.
But so what's your costume?
I got basically our little mascot. I got the TV head.
Oh shit!
And then I'm gonna put a suit on, and I'll be like, I have the little mate mate guy. So if you look right down here in my corner, if you're watching us on either YouTube, Facebook, anywhere wherever you watch your podcast, you'll see it right down in the corner, and I'm gonna be that guy.
Nice.
I got a little TV for it, and I was like, oh shit! And I got lucky because it was like literally one of the cheapest costumes there. It was like $7.
For just the head?
Just the TV head, it looks just like our logo, which is like eerie.
They're selling our head over there?
Yeah, pretty much. And then I saw the hat, but the hat was $16, and I was like, nope.
The hat to add on to it?
Yeah, because it's a top hat.
Oh, I have 2 top hats. I can
See, that's why I knew. I said no. Bam. Teamwork makes the dream work, ladies and gentlemen.
I have a lot of there's so many things I need to do. I need an assistant.
Me too.
But
I wish one would bring
you.
us like water and coffee right now. Assistant. No.
Coffee. I'm on steroids right now, so I feel kind of like...
It shows, dude. Your guns are ripped.
Yeah. No, I'm on steroids. Like, not that kind of steroids.
She's training for the UFC.
I am. No, I got this weird allergic reaction. So I have a rash. I started on my arm, and then I woke up in the morning. It was all over my chest, and then spread to my face.
That's crazy.
I look like a burn victim on my face.
She did.
Like Freddy, Fina Krueger.
Fina Krueger.
That's so funny. But it's I don't know what I'm allergic to, so I'm gonna get one of those allergy tests. Just because, I mean, I know I'm allergic to mangoes, but when I eat that, it makes my lips swell up. This wasn't like a...
Maybe use the makeup with mango in it.
I literally didn't leave my house for days.
That doesn't mean... So it seems like you're allergic to your house, bro. Yeah. Gotta move.
Maybe I have to work more. Damn it.
It's probably a ghost.
Maybe I'm being haunted?
Yeah, they probably burnt you. A ghost burn.
Okay. I need real solutions here.
I don't got any of those.
Yeah, we know.
I'm not a medical doctor, but I've hung out with a few.
Who?
I don't know. I don't know their names, but they were doctors.
Not medicals.
Yeah, medical doctors, for sure.
Well,
MDs.
not medicals.
Medicals doctors.
Okay. But you don't know their names?
No.
That's like that one interview is like, who supports you? It was like, what, the Puerto Rican name? He's like, hella people. And they're like, well, name one. He's like, no, there's hella people out there. And they're like, no, name one. He's like, name someone, and then they talk to him. He's like, nope. I'm not supporting it.
That's so funny.
I'm hot.
It's hard to support people sometimes because you never know when they're going to switch.
Well, I don't know. He's the guy that got caught with the text messages saying all those racist and misogynistic shit.
Hey, that's just locker room talk.
I don't remember his name.
What did he say?
What were the text messages?
It was the governor of Puerto Rico. Yeah, is Eric? Are you on?
Hey. Hey, what's up?
Oh, now we can hear you.
So who are these fools that are sending these text messages?
Oh, he's like the governor of Puerto Rico. He just put me down in it. So the governor of Puerto Rico, I think.
Puerto Rico has governors?
Why is anyone surprised that the Puerto Rican government's racist?
It was just this one guy, and what happened? We talked about it on this podcast. You guys are.
Let's recap the new listeners. We're getting hundreds of new listeners every day, and it's fucking insane.
So the people of Puerto Rico got together and kicked him out. I think it was Puerto Rico.
That's pretty badass. I mean, I love a good running someone out of town story.
They protested and shit, and then he resigned.
Oh, I thought they like ran out of town.
No.
Well, that's good. I mean, a lot of protests been going on lately, and there's too many to count. I can't even keep track of any of them now.
Everyone's protesting.
It's like everyone's mad at something.
That's always been the case.
I know, and it's so weird. Like, I wish they would. Do they have positive protests? Like, where like maybe bands would play music, everyone can just like get together.
Well, a positive protest would be in support of something, right?
Yeah, like just good times.
Support
they
happiness.
Do. They
yeah,
do.
let's
they
support
have,
happiness.
They have like the breast cancer run.
I
like,
hate breast cancer.
But that, yeah, and so it's like
they're teaching me to hate. All they want me to do is hate breast cancer and to fuck cancer. I'm like, all right, I'll do it for you guys. The only hate I have in my heart is for cancer. I just leave a little bit of room in there.
Sometimes you try to have a conversation, and then Art Hernandez is in the room, and you're like, oh, this is impossible.
I'm always spitballing. I'm just trying to entertain the people, mostly the troops.
Yeah, I think your goal is to entertain people and to annoy Fina.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a fun dynamic we keep here on the show.
That's the goal.
You know, I represent the lollipop. No.
That's a whistleblow to me.
No, it's not.
Yes,
you mean a dog whistle?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
No, it's not. Fool, I'm short too.
I guess you're right.
I am short.
You just fucking dog whistle both of us.
It matters more as a man if you're short than if you're a woman, because like everyone loves a short woman. Everyone despises a short man.
So let me ask you guys this.
Ask me.
How do you hear a dog whistle? Like when do you know? Like when do you know? Like, oh, that's a dog whistle. How do you hear it?
You don't hear it. You think about it.
Yeah, the dog whistles you can't hear unless you have really sensitive hearing, I guess. But
unless you're the dog.
You're talking about like the way she was referencing it, though. It's like secret code shit, you know. Mm-hmm. It's like if like
Thank you.
You know, like skinheads will do like 88 or like for like Hell Hitler.
Or it's like
that.
if a woman is like being passionate about something, it's like, oh, she's just being hysterical. Well, you like hysteria, like you don't necessarily, you wouldn't use that word to describe a man usually, right?
I think most men are hysterical all the time. But it's like, but it's a dog whistle.
Like, remember when we were in San Luis Obispo and we were smoking weed after that show, and that guy was saying some shit. He said, like, "What's your name?" Like he was being racist towards.
Yeah, like that's a lot of it. Like low key dog whistles. Like if you walked up to me and was like, "Hey amigo, come," like you kind of do like you just start speaking Spanish to me or something like that.
Yeah, like as a white bro.
Yeah, you kind of just like things like that are like
Speaking of bros.
But then you know it because you're the person that's hearing it. Like just like a dog whistle, a dog can hear, no one else can hear.
Yeah, okay. It's like like you kind of like like imagine someone at the country club talking about people that aren't in the country club, like referring to them as them. He's one of them. Those people over there, like you're kind of dog whistling, but you're not saying anything bad. But if you're in the know, you know exactly what they're talking about. Mm-hmm. Like how Trump talks about everybody.
Yeah.
Like or like like grandparents talk about the black neighbors or whatever.
Can we dog whistle people in country clubs? Like fuck these people in country clubs?
Yeah, you call them Chauncey's. Like, oh, look at this fucking Chauncey over here.
I just call
probably lost his BMW.
Oh man,
Chauncey?
Where's that BMW?
Yeah.
What's a Chauncey?
Chauncey's are like fucking like yuppies or like like.
Yeah, but where'd that word come from, Chauncey?
I don't know. The homie David Robinson used to just call that to rich people. I was like, fucking Chauncey's over here. Like, look at them in their fucking plaid.
Who's that?
David Robinson was this like really cool dude I went to high school with.
Oh, cool.
He taught me like one day.
You said it like we.
This guy always gave me life advice, and it was always beautiful and short. Like one time I was walking, and he just said I didn't even know he was walking by, but he said, "Chin up." And I was like, oh, shit.
Oh,
and
you're like, fuck.
That was the first time I realized that I walked.
What's this dude's name?
David Robinson.
David Robinson.
Shout out.
We should have David Robinson segments and where you just give little bits of wisdom that you remember from David Robinson.
Dude, he would teach me so much shit.
Is he still here?
Alive?
Like around town?
Well, he might live in LA.
Alive.
He's definitely alive. I don't know where he lives, though. I haven't talked to him in a while.
This is what I think we should do.
But I love running into him.
I think we should have Art... like really think about all of the wisdom this David Robinson gave him. We'll do segments and he'll just do like...
Yep, taught me to shake after peeing.
Yeah, talk. say all this shit, and then we'll look him up, and we'll get him on the podcast, and we'll see if he adds up to the memory.
I haven't seen him in so long, but he was such a cool guy. Shout out to David Robinson.
What up,
you're
David Robinson?
You're definitely listening to this.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure he is.
Definitely.
I have something to say.
All right, say it.
And I've been saying this for.
You better not have killed a baby today.
No, I raped your mother today.
Oh, I knew it. That's why she was walking funny earlier.
That actually really warmed my heart. No, I think my phone is like being super racist against me or towards me.
Oh yeah, dude, Koreans are hella racist.
No, like
you don't have a Samsung. Never mind.
What
no, so
what isn't it like about you?
It keeps turning the language to Spanish, and like put it back to English. Not just because
that is pretty fucked up.
It's because every time I speak into it, if I'm trying to like do a quick thing if I'm driving, if it's Spanish, it tries to do Spanish words. Otherwise, like it's fine.
Are you
like
speaking
I'm trying
Spanish
to learn
to your
Spanish.
Phone?
No.
Oh, but you've been doing Duolingo, so it hears you talking in Spanish.
Yeah.
Huh. Maybe that's
maybe Duolingo is hacking my phone, or the phone is listening to that shit.
Oh, Duolingo's definitely leaving cookies and shit. I still get emails from Duolingo. One time, I was learning Russian, and I asked a question about a bike. I was like, "How do you say this bike or something or bicycle?" And then I just left that question. It was like 3 years ago. I still get emails of people responding to it. Like, you're right. This is not in this. Like, they don't have this category. It's like, because Duolingo, you match the words and shit. Mm-hmm. And there was like no match for the bike, but bike in English was there. And I was like, there's something like that. And I still get emails about it.
So yeah, like today I switched it, and then immediately the next text message is back to Spanish.
Dude, my YouTube does that sometimes. I just get like random YouTube commercials in Spanish. Like I'll be watching something in English, and then the commercial, the little skip ad or whatever, Spanish. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Because of your name.
It's got to be my name. I was gonna say also
because that never happens to me. Yeah, but does it happen to you?
Never happens to me.
But it happens to you now, and you live in like East LA, in a more Hispanic neighborhood.
No, the phone happens to me, but I don't get Spanish ads.
Oh yeah, I get Spanish ads, and I don't know why. I don't watch anything in Spanish. Like, in fact, I spent most of my life trying to not know Spanish just so I don't get deported.
Jesus Christ!
I'm like, nope, never even studied it. Sorry. See, you got my Sandlot hat on.
That's what I learned today. Mierda.
See, that's why your phone is doing that. You're saying shit.
Mel 5 taught me that.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's very funny because, God, there was a movie. Oh, it was a movie. It was Star Trek. I was watching an episode of Star Trek, and Jean-Luc.
Which one? Oh, okay.
Jean-Luc Picard, Next Generation said, like something happens and he goes, mierda. And I was like, because he speaks French all the time or Italian. And I was like, that means shit, dude. They just let him say shit. He got away with it.
Language,
it was so, and I was like, oh, yeah, I thought, man, that was so cool. I was like, good for you, bastards. You snuck it in there. Like, do you guys remember when Sublime was sneaking in, what were they? There was one word in Spanish, pussy, I think. In one of the songs it says, me gusta reggae, me gusta punk rock. Por la cosa más me gusta es ponochita. So he's saying, I like reggae and I like punk rock, but what I love the most is pussy. And it's just always in that song that's like never censored, and I always think that's hilarious.
I like that too. Oh, I was gonna say, now that I do live in East LA, I get a lot of like political ads from Orange County.
That's weird. Oh yeah, because they're right there. They're trying to move over.
So, it's a lot of Republican shit. Like, it was right when the primaries was happening. Mm-hmm. There was a lot of Republican, and it was like the Democrats just want to open the borders and like let immigrants flood in. And it's like that's not what they want to do.
No, they have to pay money.
Yeah, open immigration. I like open immigration. Great fucking policies. Great policy. I mean, but just there would be different levels. It's not like people flooding in. No, like open borders would be. I think would be a beautiful thing.
Okay, I think we should do an opinion.
A united North America.
That's not the opinion of the Democratic Party, but the Republicans are trying to paint it.
The Democratic Party just wants to hit people with locks.
100%. I just want to be clear. I did not try to tie myself to the Democratic Party.
No, for sure.
I wouldn't. Did you see what they did to Hillary Clinton last year? Yeah. Man, to Bernie. They fucked Bernie over to get Hillary in.
I was trying to watch what they did tonight.
What happened?
Oh yeah, I didn't watch it. I have to.
I'm not in the know.
There was I don't know if it's. I guess it's the latest Democratic ABC. It's the ABC Democratic debate.
Yeah, there's 10 on.
Yeah, but Andrew Yang made it, and so that's who I wanted to see. I wanted to hear what Yang had to say, and it's just like, it's just listening to a debate on TV like that. It's just, you have 20 seconds to say something. Everyone and everyone just attacked Trump. Like, no one said anything about their policies.
That's because that's what that party loves.
And it was just like it was like, this is all just fucking boring, bad politics. Like, it's not even politics. It's just
it's hack material.
It's just like a schoolyard. Yeah, it's like a schoolyard. It's like, man.
Yeah, because right now they're trying to get like, who could be the meanest to Trump, because that's what's the biggest thing on Twitter.
It's like who can beat Trump, and I feel
Jon Stewart.
I feel like, yeah, you've said it before.
I want it so bad.
I feel like the debates need to, and I think maybe it was Bernie that said it on The View last week.
Ooh.
But I think, everyone's on The View.
He did Rogan first, though.
Have they had Andrew Yang?
Yes,
on The View?
they have.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And Whoopi talks about his plan all the time about
the universal income.
About taxing.
I liked it too.
Yeah, me too. And it makes sense. That would help a lot of people. And what we're talking about is that we would tax the major corporations like Amazon, who can afford to be taxed and they pay zero fucking taxes, and then put that money directly in the American pockets, $1,000 a person a month.
I mean, just anything to get these people from fucking living under the goddamn bridges. It's fucking annoying. I mean, I know you got to do what you got to do, and a lot of them are probably just doing it for fun. But man,
no, a lot of them aren't doing it for fun, because that's not fun. But
it is fun to people, though. Like, people right now,
more so,
they like that wanderlust.
More so, though, I think it would so much more benefit. And in my mind, that's the homeless thing is an issue.
Yeah.
But there's more than just money.
Well, Dr. Drew's
that's the problem for the homeless people. But what I'm talking about is, if you put $1,000 into a single parent's pocket, that they can pay, like, when you're on a fixed income and you're a parent, or you're just even on a fixed income, something like a traffic ticket or a parking ticket or anything like that can really set you back. So, like, if it comes between paying a parking ticket or feeding your fucking family, you're going to feed your family. Yeah. And then what happens to that parking ticket? It gets bigger and bigger and bigger. You know what I mean?
Parking ticket I've ever paid has hit the maximum thing. Like, oh God.
And this would really help families and people to really, like, stay on top a little bit when stuff like that happens.
I think it
because the majority of this country lives, not maybe the majority, but a lot of people live paycheck to paycheck, and other people who don't can't understand that.
I just don't know any other way. I've never had it any other way.
Sorry, G, what were you gonna say?
I do like his $1,000, the universal basic income, and I do agree with you that it would give people just like, it's not gonna make anyone rich, but it is going to relieve a lot of stress from people, as long as we also stop the rampant inflation that is put on housing, that is put on healthcare. Like, because if you're giving everyone $1,000, an extra $1,000 a month, what's going to stop landlords from saying, all right, we're just going to increase rent every month by $1,000? That's
exactly what I was thinking. The selfish fucks will just totally do that.
Yeah, we're already built in.
You don't need it.
Or, hey, guess what? We're going to increase your power bill by 250% this month. Like, because fuck it. Because you have an extra $1,000. Yeah. You have more money now.
Well, that's why I think things like rent control and that proposition I didn't pass the last time.
What proposition?
I forget what it was, but it was basically, it was like a rent control thing for property owners or something. I don't really remember the details, but I remember getting into a Lyft about it, and the person who was my Lyft driver, and I just bought the house, me and Anna just bought the house, and I voted for it, which technically would be against my own best interest now, being a property owner. But I think about it as my own best interest is making sure that there is an equal playing field around me, so everyone is lifted up, so I don't have to worry about homeless people or people who can't afford homes. Like, I was so happy to be able to buy a house, and people had to fucking die and then love us enough to leave us money in order for us to do that. Some people don't get that. And this would make it even harder for people to just even live, let alone own property. And she was like, why would you vote that? And I told her that's the exact reason. And she was like, oh, and she had voted against it. I think it was like Prop 9 or something.
I'm just scared
like
of the disease that could happen from that many humans shitting and pissing in the same spot.
Typhoid?
All kinds.
Typhoid? Yeah.
Dude,
you're talking about Under the Bridge again?
Yeah, Dr. Drew was saying like that we're getting ready for like some medieval diseases to come back because it's pulling up and getting really bad. And like that's kind of scary because diseases, you can't build a wall and stop a disease. You know, you can't just say they're over there in that neighborhood. A disease will go everywhere. It's scary.
Right, but let's talk about because it's less than
away, right?
It's
Hopefully.
like there's a lack of money for these people to be able to afford to live. Sure, that's one of it, but that's not all of the factors that are leading to people being like living under a bridge like that.
I'm just scared that it's just a bunch of actors that are failing.
No, but listen, it's a lack of education, a lack of access to health care.
It's a failure. It's a failure of the American. It's a failure of America as an idea. We have so much money. We are the fucking top of the class.
Mm-hmm.
You get born as an American, no matter where you are, no matter where you live, no matter what you look like, no matter any of these things, you're still in monetary value. You're on top of this world class. And we just decide we're just going to leave these people here and we're going to focus on looking at Twitter and looking at Facebook, and we're going to make sure that there's kiosks in McDonald's because we can't, you don't want to show up because people are too slow to do it. Like, it's just,
but this is what I'm saying. It starts with an equal access to education and healthcare. We don't have that. And that's what I think you're talking about, is because we don't care enough to fight for that.
I think we should just fuck over a bunch of bankers. That's what I think.
What do you like? Like, what do you mean?
Like, I think that we live in a society that has already decided that we value money more than more money and social status more than actual people around us,
mm-hmm.
and that if people want to change that, you're going to have to attack that system, and you're going to have to do things like, hey, stop paying your credit card bills. If 50% of the population stopped paying their credit card bills, the entire American system would change within 3 months. 50% of the population stopped paying their credit card bills.
This is like a Fight Club when
I've already started the revolution. I haven't paid shit in years, dude.
Well, I don't.
Follow me, brothers.
I just recently got debt free.
Hey, that's actually really cool, dude.
The only thing that I owe on
most
is
responsible
the house.
thing you've ever done.
The only thing
that I know
owe on is the house.
That's fucking.
I have nothing.
So what?
My
that's so much.
husband can't
though.
even say that,
dude. But that's really
and that's
good.
an investment. Thank you.
That's awesome, man.
But I feel again, it's about like don't. Let's teach our young people now not to get in the credit card thing. Teach them how to be responsible on social media, responsible with screen time. That's education, and healthcare too is also that. Like, you can't. Getting out there and teaching people, how to take care of themselves. We don't have that.
Yeah, like grow your own food and shit. That shit's hella important.
We don't teach that, and you can easily do that.
I teach it to my kid.
But like, it's more economical if you can go to the store and spend 10 cents for a top ramen and eat. You can go to fucking IHOP and spend $8 and get a whole fucking meal, which is great. If you need food, that's the good way to do it if you don't have that much money. But that sucks, because that's not going to do anything for you, like, besides make you not hungry and give you a little substance.
Yeah, I lived off of like what I called the triple deuce, which is a $2.22, 2 hot dogs and a Coke from 7-Eleven.
How long did you do that for?
Oh, years, and it probably burnt a hole in me. Like,
what happened to you recently?
Yeah, my body went septic.
Yeah,
but I mean, like, I don't want to blame those 7-Eleven hot dogs. They got me through a long time, but it sucked to live off that. And I probably could have been more responsible with my money, but I couldn't. I couldn't. This is what I did. You
didn't have the tools around you to.
I learned through failing. I really do. Like, every time I fail, I'm like, oh, I learned something good today.
Oh man, you learn 50 times a day.
I'm fucking getting wise, dude.
Well, I
wish more people learn 50 times a day. Like, if that's a thing,
and people actually learn.
Yeah, learn something.
I try to, man.
That's fucking great.
I learned yesterday that is the vagina is self-cleaning.
Okay.
How does it clean itself?
I don't know.
It's like a fucking oven. You just press a button and it goes.
Dude, someone said that, and then I went up on stage and I was like, vaginas are self-cleaning. Man, I'd love some shoes made out of that. That's exactly what happened in the room. Just pure science. Everyone was like, and I was like, all right, no one wants vagina shoes. All right.
Jesus.
I just think some self-cleaning shoes would be cool. Anyways, I learned that yesterday, and it's still in my head. I'm like, man, that's so awesome.
That's because the word vagina is in it.
I wish my belly button was self-cleaning. That bitch is collecting.
Oh, I could just imagine. Wait, can I bring us back to the debates real quick? Because I was saying something.
For sure.
Bring us back.
So I think the way that we do, like I was saying, I think Bernie Sanders said this on The View, but I think the way that debates should be done is like you talk about one topic only, and it should be like maybe mini debates. So you talk about one topic only, and then they have more than like fucking 20 seconds to do it, so we can really dive into policies and people's plans and like really see what the differences are, instead of them just sporadically talking about random shit and then maybe sometimes not answering the question, and it's all for little fucking sound bites. You know, like I was the girl on the bus. Like was a powerful moment, but like again, that's a sound bite. Like that's not.
You're not talking about any policy. You're not talking about what you can do for the American people. You're just
between
saying
you guys, sure, but like now what's going on?
That's why, like,
now where are you gonna go? Like I haven't heard shit, and again, I didn't see the debates yet, but I don't know.
No one was talking. From what I saw, no one was talking about where they were going.
I think debating sucks. Like when I was in high school and we had debates, it was the fucking worst thing. It's like it's no way to get, but it's no way to get a message across. It's fun to do.
Yeah, tell me how to argue.
I love arguing, but it doesn't get anything across. Like each one of these candidates has the technology to just go live on their phone and just talk. Just say your shit and people will watch the video and then we can judge. But they're all too pussy to fucking go and talk for 2 minutes, more than 2 minutes. They can't just sit there. They have the power. Any one of them at any time could just go live and say whatever they want, but they don't have balls. They need writers to say everything.
They do that all the time. They're touring the country right now and going.
Dude, they need to go, but that's all scripted. Yes,
scripted speeches.
I'm saying go live and just be like, you know what I really think about this.
They do like town halls.
But that's scripted. Those are scripted.
That's scripted and
real quick, you guys. Where's my weed bag? I thought I brought it in here. Did you see it? It's the green one.
Oh, it probably disappeared with all the digital magic that's happening with the green screen. Is it this?
No.
There's weed right there.
There's weed here.
Just pack that because I really want to smoke a bowl. But I'm just saying, it'd be nice to see like when Bernie Sanders went on
with this conversation.
When Bernie went on, yeah, no, I hear you. But when Bernie went on Joe Rogan, like that's the first time I got to hear Bernie speak for a long time.
Well, and it
was really nice.
And Andrew Yang, but the thing is, the thing that I like about
Andrew Yang was great too.
About again, it's a Joe Rogan thing, but again, it's a 3-hour podcast. Like you get to listen to someone unedited.
You can't fake yourself for 3 hours.
Can I ask you guys? Do you listen to Joe Rogan every day?
No, only when it's out.
Yeah, not
Isn't
every day.
You guys also check out our new podcast coming out, Broing Down with Brogan, talking Brogan.
Speaking of bros,
what the fuck podcast is that?
It's just gonna be us talking Rogan, man. It's like the Chris Hardwick model, you know.
I was just gonna say that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go every time a Joe Rogan comes out, we'll just sit there and we'll all talk about it. Hey, talking Rogan, then we could, ride them coattails.
Can I join you sometimes?
Yes, we're gonna need
whenever you want.
We're gonna need you. Like Serafina, you're the fucking leader of this fight club, bro.
It was your idea.
You're at the head of this table. Quit Tyler Durdening us.
I am at the head of the table. But who's Tyler Durden?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Who's that fool?
Fina Kruger was here earlier and said we could do.
Dude. My face, bro.
Wait, so we were talking about this. I have something I really love to talk about while we're on the political shit.
Yeah.
Did you see Bill Burr's new special?
Not yet. Paper Tiger? No,
Yeah.
I have to see that and Chappelle still. Jesus, I have to catch it.
Damn.
I can't believe you slept on the Chappelle, dude. That's that's awesome. He did.
I'm gonna watch. Well, I tried watching it this morning, and then Andy pissed me off. I had to water trees instead of like watching Chappelle and doing like.
Well, I don't want to bring up this joke.
Work.
But then I was going to bring up a joke, but I don't want to ruin any of that. Bill Burr special is pretty dope.
Things aren't ruined for me.
I know, but I would ruin it because I would say it so accurately.
You would.
That it would steal all of Bill Burr's thunder.
All right. Is there anything else political that
Yeah, I want to say that
about because I'm going to go ethical.
We record live from Inglewood under Mayor Butts.
District 2, baby.
District 2, Mayor Butts.
Yeah.
That's the most political shit I know. What up, Mayor Butts?
That's his name, right? Mayor Butts?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mayor Butts.
So I guarantee
he hit someone,
he hit
someone, disappeared.
B-U-T-T-S.
He was voted in office because of his name. Just like
sure.
I picked my doctor, Dr. Alice Dick, because
Yeah,
of
you
her
would.
name. Yeah, of course I would.
What was the guy that ran against
I
it?
was just thinking
Oh no,
the
it was
same thing.
Fats. It was like Fats and Butts were running or something like that.
Well,
Or it was like Little. No, it was Little and Butts.
Yeah,
and I was
Little
like, you know, everyone's gonna vote for Butts over Little, and then like no one liked Little Butts, and so everyone went Butts. Thank you again, District 2, for voted for Butts. Keep Butts on that sign when you come into Inglewood.
Is he still missing?
Little or Butts?
Butts.
No, he's out here just running Inglewood, being a fucking champion.
Yeah, keeping the city.
The city of champions. He's the number one champion. I mean, if you're the mayor,
He gives out the awards, dude.
Yeah.
The medallions.
Yeah.
Or whatever champions get these days.
Okay, I have a question to pose to you guys.
Hell yeah.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah, sure.
Whatever. We do what we want here. Okay, so earlier I was like, hey, there was this thing in here, and I was like, oh, I like this. I'm going to take it. And is it stealing if you tell someone you're taking it, or is it just like taking someone's shit?
Yes. It's a more badass form of stealing.
Yeah, it's like stealing with intimidation.
Yeah, that's
which makes it cooler. Yeah,
that's how Debo did it in Friday.
Yeah, he's
what
like,
you got on my 40? That's a robbery.
Yeah,
that's my chain now, fool. It's my bike. You know, like that's you're telling people. I mean, that's a really badass way to rob one.
Look, I'm taking this. Yeah. This is mine now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's still as soon as you steal, you steal.
Okay, so then can I ask this question?
Usually you do stealing like quietly. I think that's like
no, but
overt
that's stealing. I'm taking this from you.
Doing it quietly is robbery.
Okay, what's the difference from stealing and robbery?
I don't know. I think they're probably the same thing. Robbery's probably because you can do a burglar robs people, but also a strong-armed robbery is like without a weapon that they're intimidating you, and then there's like
what
armed
I just
robbery.
tried to do to you.
Yeah, you pulling out. I'm on steroids. I'm taking your shit. I'm like, oh, okay.
I am on steroids.
She has a crowbar underneath this table. No one's seeing that. No, help.
I do. I got a fucking gun taped right here.
Hell yeah, we all do. We're strapped into this table.
We do. At any time, we could take each other out. That's
how we do it, dude. Mexicans.
And if one pulls the trigger, it's hooked up to where they all go at once. So we choose to kill us and everyone.
That's what
it is.
There's a really fucked up movie called I Spit on Your Grave, and that spawned a movie called I Spit on Your Grave 2, and in that movie, so this is a really fucked up movie. This is sad. I'm going to gloss over what it's about, but just say it's a fucked up revenge story. But the lady shoves a fucking shotgun up a guy's ass and then aims the dude at the door, and the shotgun is tied to a rope. So when the sheriff opens the door, the shotgun shoots through the guy's body and kills the sheriff.
Damn.
Because the sheriff was dirty too.
That's in number 2? I never saw the second one. I only saw that. Unfortunately, I saw the first one. Yeah,
it's a kill. I mean, it's it's crazy. The whole movie's fucked up. It's all about if you like a gore movie, you go and see this. But it's a fucked up story. But that was an interesting way to kill your enemies. So one guy. They
must have done something really bad.
They did, and I don't even want to. They're so bad. I don't even want to bring it up here. And I also don't recommend people watching that movie unless you
don't
really
watch that
fucked
movie.
up. You're really fucked up, or you can handle really fucked up things.
What would you watch instead of that?
Well, I still have
Muppet Babies.
I still am arguing against you guys about this stealing thing, Muppet Babies.
Just like a thief.
So listen though,
we got morals on our side.
So now we're bringing the Muppets into this.
No, if I tell you, hey, look, you say this to me again, I'm going to hit you in your face.
Yeah.
And then they do it. And then you hit them in their face.
Uh-huh.
Whose fault is it?
The person who...
It depends.
Depends what's the thing. What's the thing? Yeah.
What's the thing they're doing that... If are they just breathing loud, or are they flicking you?
No, it's like, hey...
If someone's just flicking you like this,
it's like, look,
you better hit them.
Look, do that again, I'll hit you in the face.
See, I'm polite.
No, you're having like an argument with someone or whatever and be like, look.
Usually if someone does this, if they put their finger...
No, it's heated and you're just like, I'm done. I'm not talking anymore. Let's just drop this right now.
Yeah.
And then they keep doing it. It's like, look, if you keep doing this shit, I'm telling you, this is your last warning. I will hit you. Like, leave me alone. Let's just relax.
I think you should just walk away.
I think walking away is best.
I think you should just walk away.
Are they the same gender?
Someone?
Are they different genders?
No, but I'm saying if you give them a warning,
how big are their biceps?
And they fucking do it, and
how much steroids
you hit
are they
it,
on?
Whose fault is it?
Legally, the first person who throws the punch it's their fault.
Actually, a lot of times I think they see the retaliation. I mean, what could it be?
Yeah, that's who usually gets in trouble first if you're in the sports.
So,
because the ref always sees the retaliation.
Let me give you an example. If I'm driving in the car, and let's say, I don't know, Andy, my husband, is in the passenger seat.
You're in the wrong.
He's a trained architect.
He's a dumbass.
And a man.
So I'm driving. I love
He's a penis-carrying human.
Shut the fuck up. And I'm driving. I wish Mel was.
Why isn't he driving? I'm joking. That's 50s art.
That's what I say, though. Fucking shut the fuck up and you drive. Right. So I'm driving, and he's like, go this way. Oh, fucking, why are you doing this? Like, you don't go this way. You should go this way. And I'm like, dude, stop. I'm the one driving. You know what I mean?
You're Siri? You just like,
he's being a little fucking shit.
I was doing that to Katie today.
And so I was telling him, and I get really upset with that shit. It's like, don't, because if he's like, he'll go like, don't do that, and like scream, and then you're going to cause an accident. You know what I mean? Just because I'm making a right and you want me to go straight, you know, like, why are you yelling at me for that? I tell him, hey, look, I'm done. I'm going to pull over. You're going to drive. No. Okay, well, then shut the fuck up. If you say another word to me about driving, I will fucking slap you.
And that's how he got that black eye?
Shut the fuck up. I didn't hit him. But I'm saying it usually it works. He doesn't fucking say shit after that because he knows I mean business.
Well, yeah, that's two adults coming to an agreement.
But if he did say shit,
so what you're saying is
whose fault would it be?
So you support violence.
It depends on what he says.
No.
Serafina supports violence.
Wait, listen, I'm asking you this. If he did say it and I did hit him, whose fault would it be, one? And two, is that domestic violence? I'm still driving, so right, how bad is the hit?
Technically, you're the man.
Then it's your fault because you should not be hitting someone. You should be focusing on the road.
I'm at a stop sign.
10 and 2. Then you're holding up traffic.
Yeah.
I'm at a stoplight full, a hella long one by my house.
Now you're cooking with peanut oil. Swing away. No, it depends on what they say. Like if they've genuinely dropped that topic and have to tell you something informative now, like, hey, I just got a text, the party's canceled, or the show got moved forward, or we have to new location or something, or anything like that. If it's a different subject, then they talk again. I think that's okay. But if he starts talking about the driving again,
different subject, yeah. Talk to me about anything else. I don't give a shit. But don't tell me how and where and what to do to drive.
I think as adults,
don't do it.
I mean, you guys are married. You have to deal with each other's shit.
No, but I'm just using that as an example.
You should never hit anyone unless
I just don't advocate
they're your
for
children.
Violence. I think you should walk away.
If you were coming at me, I don't know about something, and you think it's all. But here's the thing, you wouldn't do it though. Yeah. But that's what you say to get people not to do it. Because I'm the type of person that people know that I follow through. If you're gonna do something, and I'm like, don't fucking fuck with me. I'm to a point now. They don't do it.
I've got there where I've been annoyed by someone enough where I'm like, hey, and I was an asshole, and I was jamming my finger in them like with each word, and I was like, quit fucking telling me this shit, or it's gonna get. I remember. I felt bad, but I was generally so pissed off that I'm like, I will. Yeah, like, I'm doing this for your benefit because you're fucking.
But I've also been there where you've been purposely pissing someone off.
Yeah, I do that too.
So much.
I know, I do it too.
And you can do it to a point where you get that other person, like you're on the other side of it, and you're like, stop fucking with me, because
at this point this is a dangerous
game. Whose fault is it?
It's both people's faults because no one should resort to violence. But humans play this game of like, how far can I take it, and what consequences will I accept?
But why does it have to be anyone's fault? Like, why does it have to be someone's fault?
It's both people's fault.
It's just like it's an interaction. It's an interaction.
The old adage coming back.
It's an interaction that happens.
And it's like both of us kind of fucked up in that. We were both dumb in that. That's how I feel in those situations. Like, for example, once I saw somebody do this. Okay, someone was walking across the street hella slow, like on a small street, right? Hella slow. And so,
wait, how slow? Hella
slow.
How old were they? Were they old?
Yeah, no, they're like 20s or something.
Oh, fuck
like they're just being an asshole. They're not injured, or they're not. This is on purpose to be a dick.
Like
I'm already going to say fuck him. You should have hit him.
This is what happened. I'm not driving. Someone else was. But this
is coming from Eric, who is like, I don't support violence.
So here's the
like,
person,
run this fucking fool over and take his life.
Walking slowly.
So here's the person. They're walking slow like this, right? And so the person that's driving keeps creeping up on them because they're like, "Hey, come on, we're trying to go," right? So right when the person kind of is clear of the car, they turn around and smack the car, and then that person sped up and hit him with the mirror, and then he goes boom, and he looks at me and he goes, the way I look at it is that I shouldn't have done that, but he shouldn't have done that either. So I think we're just kind of cool now. And I was like, yeah, I feel like the same. Like, definitely should have hit your car, and you shouldn't have hit him with that. But both things happened. Like, I could see that person was fine, but, you know, they got hit by a mirror. They're okay. And that person could see too. And it's just like, yeah, he goes. And at that point, I was like, yeah, you're right. Like, both of you shouldn't have done either of those things, but you did, and now it's over. So best move on. Don't let it stew. Like, if he would have stopped and got out, and then it could have become a way different thing.
Dude, someone threw something at my car the other day.
I used to like.
I've had someone like the other day. Like, I was riding on my motorcycle, and a Honda went and like purposely cut me off. Like was like trying to like hit me. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then, like, you know, we got into a small little chase, and like I could easily catch him because I can go through any cars, any traffic. I'm just like, boom, right behind you again. Like, why'd you do, you know? And so this fool ended up doing like this crazy like burnout in the street, like donuts, and I was just like following around his car, and he's just like, oh, and he went and like hid, and I was like, oh, whatever. Like, the chase, I was like, what am I doing? Like, what am I gonna do? You know, this guy was an asshole, and now I'm following him, and now we're in like this weird chase where he's doing donuts in the street, and I'm like, what am I doing?
People are so mad. Like, I was getting on the freeway.
But it was no one's fault. It was both our fault.
No, in this situation, I'm fucking scot-free. I did nothing.
Oh, by the way, that didn't really happen. I just made that whole thing up. I follow all traffic laws.
Yeah, and me and Andy never fight while we're driving. Yeah,
Seraphina does hit her husband.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
It's funny.
I chest bust.
We have her do it at parties. We're like, hey, go beat up your husband for a little.
Don't.
It's a parlay trick.
That's not true.
We say how long it takes for him to cry.
Shut your mouth.
I'm just He'll never cry.
I'm getting on the freeway, and this fucking someone like cuts. It's like a 2-lane. You know, you're getting up like this, and she like goes in front of me, and I'm like, bitch. And so there's no one in the other lane, so I was gonna go over, and there was a guy coming up there. And but I was already in the lane, but he was like coming up, so he got mad. Like, you know when someone gets in, like, you're getting another lane and they're like, why are you in my lane? And they speed up for no reason, and then they honk at you. So that's kind of what happened. And so I'm like, whatever, you're okay, you know? And so I get on the freeway, and then he like starts yelling at me, and I'm like, you're okay, it's fine, you know, like, fucking calm the fuck down. And then he throws something at my car, and I was like, the balls you got. I've been so mad where I wanted to throw something at someone's car, and I never fucking do because I'm a fucking adult person. You are in your fucking 40s. Calm down. And I was just like, I just laughed. And I try to catch up to him just so I can smile and be like, you feel better now? You know what I mean? Like,
I need to get a sack of ball bearings on my motorcycle.
Man, hearing both of these stories about how you guys just get so angry and people get so angry.
I wasn't angry.
Makes me super happy that I got a DUI when I was 21 and decided I just wasn't going to drive anymore.
Dude,
it's just like, yeah, I'm done with it. I'll just ride around. Like, people can get angry, and it's funny to me. It's just
they do get so
you're
mad.
So angry. Why?
It's like an intrusion because, like, it's dangerous out there. Like, they could really...
It sucks.
They could take your life, and it sucks when people do these threatening maneuvers, and I'm guilty of it too. Just kidding. I would always obey the law. But hypothetically, if I was someone else, I might have done something.
Come after you. Dude, I was getting on the freeway going from East LA to fucking Santa Monica, and this bitch, like, just, I don't know what happened. I'm just driving normal, just getting onto the freeway, and she just starts yelling at me and, like, all this shit, and I was like, okay, because there's, like, no one else. Like, she could have done whatever she wanted to do. There's, like, no one on the freeway. So then she, like, fucking cuts me off, but, like, tries to hit me, and I let her go. And so then I'm like, get on the freeway, and she, like, is in front of me, and I catch up to her somehow, like, not trying to. And then I just look at her, and I just smile, and she goes, like, gets all mad, and then fucking literally tries to ram her car into my car. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Like, I don't even know what I did to make you fucking mad.
Happiness just pisses people off.
Psycho. Yeah, and everyone on the freeway was like, what the fuck is wrong with this person? Like,
everyone on the freeway.
Everyone. We all stopped and talked to each other.
It happens, dude. Hey.
You could look at people and you're like, what the fuck?
It's time to quote a meme. Everybody you meet is fighting their own battle. You just can't see it. Something like that.
Is that a meme?
Yeah.
I'm sure
cool.
Everything is a meme.
I like it.
Meme it up, bro.
I like it.
I don't know. But that is fun. It was, I mean, it's scary out there. But
I think that's an important thing to, like, that's a good fucking message. Everyone's fighting their own battles all the time. Like, you know, you never know what people are going through.
Yeah, exactly. So you can't assume just because you're having a happy day.
You're not mad because you're, like, stuck in traffic and people are being dicks. You're mad because of other shit.
Sometimes people are being dicks though, like throwing shit at your car. That
sometimes
would have flipped my lid. Yes. I would have followed this person, and like it would have been so. I'm already like getting almost angry. Look at this. Yeah. My hairs are standing up, dude. My fucking paws.
I tried to catch up to him, but I lost like.
That's why I
think because it was right by the 405. I think he went on the 405, and I was going on the 10.
Dude, I'll be fucking dipping in my Prius, dude.
But that was pretty fucked up. I was just gonna be like, shame on you to him.
See, like that's why, like. But
it's like, it's just road rage shit.
Right, you gotta be peaceful.
But he's not mad he wasn't really mad at me. He was mad at, like, what did I do to make him so mad to fucking be an idiot like that? He's mad at other shit. Sorry for you. Yeah. I feel bad for him more than anything.
But this is life, and this is the scary part of life. Is like sometimes people that are angry just take it out on the wrong thing.
They do, and they won't have something to throw, and they have a gun to fucking
that's why
shoot.
They have school shooters and shit like that. Or like, like weird, and it sucks. That's why it is better to be out there and be like, just be chill and let that shit go. Because if you can let it go, maybe that person will go on and spread their fucking darkness somewhere else. You might get lucky that way. Because I mean, seriously, man, like when things get down and violent, that's scary. And no one likes to be scared. Except when you're watching clown movies like It. It didn't scare me.
Did you see it already?
Yeah.
The second one?
The second one? Yeah.
All two of them.
Where'd you see the second one? Is it out?
Movie theater.
Yeah. Went down to the movie theater in the marina. Saw that shit.
Yeah, dude. It
was funny.
It was very entertaining. It was very funny.
Yeah.
Bill Hader. Bill Hader was great.
Yeah, Bill Hader's great.
And he was a stand-up comedian in this movie.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, originally in the book, he's a Los Angeles DJ, or, like a disc jockey, like someone on the radio.
Okay.
And then and now in the modern one, he's a stand-up. Spoilers!
Everyone wants to
There's no alert. I already said it. You've already been spoiled. But yeah, it was pretty good. I'd recommend it.
All right, fools.
That's the funnest way, yeah. Fucking A.
You guys, fucking A.
Thanks for tuning into this Mature Adult Time. I hope you really learned a lesson. Don't be out there being a shitty pants.
Yeah, spread positivity.
Yeah, please.
Be a mature adult and just have a fucking good time.
And we understand it does happen, though.
Yeah, it does. Sometimes you get really angry.
And you gotta
sometimes you wild out. And luckily,
I pray for you.
Luckily, and hopefully you have friends and family around you that let you wild out, call you on your bullshit.
Hell yeah.
Love you, and move on.
Every once in a while, punch someone in the face.
Yep.
Sometimes you have to.
I try and dodge that because I'm usually that person. Do it.
You see, I got him. I got him earlier, right here. Cut him up.
It made me bleed my own blood. Yeah, you guys follow us and thank you. Like and share this, please.
I'm at Serafina Costanz on everything.
At Mature Adult Time, and hit us up. Leave a message. 424-272-8763. Hit us up.
Yes, please. And also comment on this video. Let us know what you think of it. Was the quality good? Was it shitty? Did you have fun? Did you like it?
Also, I want to know, are you guys annoyed that you can hear us smoke weed all the time? Like it won't stop us, but I just want to know
legal
if
here.
It's annoying. And then, can I say the number one more time, though? I want to say it in a porn star like kind of voice.
Ew, gross.
Okay.
Say it in any voice you want, I guess. Yeah.
Hi guys, please call us at 424-272-8763.
That's your porn voice?
That sounded like a librarian.
What do you watch? Tranny porn? Bye.
See ya.
Later, fools.
Bye.